Hi everyone, Leanne here of the Female Fit Club, and I'm here to give you my Thursday tip of the week. Today we're focusing on sleep, as this week focuses on our third pillar of the Female Fit Club, which is all about rest. Sleep is a much underrated and underutilised part of our whole health, fitness and well-being umbrella. So for many of us, particularly women, especially if children are involved or we're working shifts or whatever it might be, we can often put sleep to the back seat because we feel we can't sleep, because we've got those responsibilities, or just because our sleep patterns are disrupted. Sleep has a massive impact on our ability to really cope with aspects of life, deal with stress. We're more likely to reach for those quick fixes of food, those convenience foods, as opposed to taking the time to get something healthy. So massive impact with a lack of sleep. So my tip this week is to spend some time working on some good sleep hygiene. Now, I am going to say that I am not necessarily always good at doing this myself, so I am not sitting here as a virtue of angelic sleep behaviour, but I'm going to impart some of my knowledge with you anyway, and I will try to practice what I preach. So number one, most of us have our devices out at all hours of the day and night these days, but the general consensus is that if you can come away from your devices at least 2 hours before you sleep, it gives your brain time to wind down, come away from all that light and noise, and just gives your mind time to relax and switch off. So that's tip number one. That's probably going to be the hardest one for a lot of us, I imagine. Tip number two is to make sure that your room is a good temperature. So I think 16 to 18 degrees is the recommended room temperature for your bedroom in order to provide an optimum sleep environment. So have a look at that. Is your room too hot, too cold? Because that could be disturbing your sleep pattern as well. Number three is to do something relaxing before bed. So it could be that you just maybe do some colouring if that's your thing, a puzzle, something more quiet. You might like to take a bath, have a warm drink, not a caffeine-based one, obviously, just to help with that wind down before bedtime. And my last tip is to create a regular bedtime routine. So try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. It's probably my downfall. I probably wake up at the same time, more or less, except on weekends maybe, but I don't always go to sleep or bed at the same time. So try and create a more of a specific bedtime routine. So for those of you who've got children, you will be doing this with them, and probably a lot of these other tips as well. So you basically just need to start applying them a bit more to yourself. Start to see how that, if you start to implement any of these changes, how it affects your sleep. If you are struggling to sleep at night and you get the opportunity to take a nap in the day to catch up on that lost sleep, don't feel guilty about it. Take a nap. Refresh yourself, make the most of those opportunities. You know, if the kids are asleep, don't feel you've got to get the Hoover out. Just enjoy it, just take the nap. So those are my little sleep hygiene tips for Thursday's tip of the week. Get my words out. Let me know if you try any of them and how you get on, and whether you have any improved sleep or not. See you soon.